Hello my dear students and followers. In this video I am going to deal with page 23, first year secondary education. So, of course, I will provide you with the answers along with the necessary explanation to all the tasks of page 23. Okay? So, let's start now from task number 1. So, just open your books on page 23 and go straight away to task 1. I'm going to read and you are going to follow me, please. Read the email between brackets in page 21 and pick out 4 extreme adjectives. In between brackets, extreme adjectives are the adjectives that give the highest degree of a particular quality. معناها الصفة القصوى هي تلك الصفة التي تمدنا بأقصى درجة للوصف عن ميزة أو خاصية ما. Very angry, paragraph 4. Very small, paragraph 5. Very bad, paragraph 6. And very cold, paragraph 6 also. So we are going to read the paragraphs one by one and pick out all the extreme adjectives that are similar in meaning to the adjectives given in our task. Okay, so let's read the 4th paragraph. My family is a typical Finnish family. Mom and dad and 2 children. My brother Jerry and me. Jerry is 14 years old. My mother is a housewife and my father is an electrician. Our house is rather small. We all love animals. We have a dog and a parrot. But neither of them really belongs to me. Both of them are Jerry's pets. I am always happy to hear the parrot repeating my name every time I come back home from school. The dog is sometimes furious at the talkative parrot. So here you see furious. The dog is sometimes furious. Furious means very angry. So this is the extreme adjective. Now, very small. The 5th paragraph now. We live in central Finland in a tiny village called Tikkakoski. So here, very small means tiny. So here, tiny is the extreme adjective, which means very small. Now we go to the 6th paragraph. Finland. So we are going here in the 6th paragraph to look for very bad and very cold. Finland is in the north of Europe, near the Arctic Circle. It's very famous for its saunas and lakes. Winter is terrible. Terrible means very bad. Okay? It's very, okay, so it's always freezing. Freezing means very cold, okay? Okay, so these are the extreme adjectives. So the first task on page 23, which is task number 6, can be analyzed as follows. We have here base adjectives or weak adjectives, which are angry, small, bad, and cold. And we have here on the other side, we have the extreme adjectives or the strong adjectives. Okay, we have furious, tiny, terrible, and freezing. Okay, so the rule is as follows. So the rule is that we can add the adverb very to base adjectives so that, or in order to get extreme or strong adjectives. Okay? Okay. In other words, to make it strong or extreme, a base adjective may be preceded by an adverb like very, like I said, like very, which means there are other adverbs. It can also be preceded by the following adverbs. The base adjective can be also preceded by really, like really good, really, extremely, incredibly angry, extremely angry, terribly, a little funny, or terribly tired, etc. Okay? Okay? So these adverbs also can precede a base adjective to get a strong or an extreme adjective. Okay? Okay. Now let's move to task number 7. Let's move to task number 7. I'm going to read it. Contrast the adjectives A to D with those you have picked out. What is the difference or the main difference between them? Ask your teacher about gradable and non-gradable adjectives. Okay? So, here, as you can see, here we have contrasted them. Very angry, furious, very small, tiny, very bad, terrible, very cold, freezing. Okay, as you can see here, these adjectives can be measured. Okay, so to know the difference or the main difference between these 4 adjectives, angry, small, bad, cold, very angry, very small, very bad, and very cold, and furious, tiny, terrible, and freezing, we must compare and explain. So let's draw a line, or let's take an example. So we must take an example. I prefer to take an example through which I'm going to explain the difference between these 4 extreme adjectives and these 4 base adjectives. Okay? Okay, so let's draw a line, a vertical line. Okay? As follows. I will write here from down to up. I will write here extremely cold. Here, very cold. Here, cold. Here, quite cold. And here, fairly cold. I can add here warm, but it means not cold. So this is the limit. Okay, now you can see from that line that cold is a quality which can be graded. So here, this adjective or this base adjective with that grading adverb is a gradable adjective which describes a quality which can be measured. So as you can see here, cold can be measured. So here, extremely cold is the ultimate. Very cold, cold, fairly cold. Okay, so here we can say that, Very cold is a gradable adjective, and gradable adjectives describe qualities which can be measured in degree, not in quantity, okay? Of course, these adjectives are base adjectives preceded by grading adverbs like very, extremely, as I have already told you, okay? Now, let's write freezing. Freezing. Can we give degrees to the word or the adjective freezing? Freezing is the ultimate, it's the extreme, nothing more, okay? So, freezing is a non-gradable adjective. So, non-gradable adjectives are the extreme, terrible, tiny, okay? We cannot say very freezing, very terrible, tiny, but we can say completely freezing, okay? Right, just say furious, tiny, terrible, freezing, and it means the extreme degree of equality. Okay? Okay, so extreme adjectives or strong adjectives cannot be preceded by a degree adverb, whereas weak or base adjectives can be preceded by degree adverbs or grading adverbs, okay? So this is my video for today. I will meet you with the next video. Till then, bye bye.